Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Thursday, number 16 day for the month of June 2022. My name na Capo Daniel, the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Governing Council, aka Sense Past King, our own countryman. Background songs from the great state of Bui.
Cameroon. We lot and have the people choice. We don't mind it. My edition. I'm not going to hit off on tavern. Phone win. We see you when we push off. We see
fellow people of the British Southern Cameroons, good citizens of Ambazonia, we start today with the good news where they come for the great state of Mezam in the capital city of the Savannah state, Bamenda, the capital of our resistance, on the same ground where two La République du Cameroon, their terrorist forces, were neutralized by the Seven Qatar. Another two have fallen in the hands of our brave warriors in Bamenda, making the number of La République du Cameroon soldiers neutralized within the past 4 weeks to 73. This has been the bloodiest month for La République du Cameroon during this year. For inside the great state of Boyo, there don't be panic inside La République du Cameroon camp with one of their military person opening fire towards the direction of the colonel Dio. The bullet only narrowly missed because a friend them push his hand. This it happened as news enter for Fundong for the station where two La République du Cameroon terrorist occupation forces them. The BB station before they die for inside them Boynien. We go and take this opportunity also for make a correction for our podcast for yesterday, where we announce say the forces of the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces them. They will be responsible for the operation where we neutralized two Cameroon, their military personnel for inside Benin. It was not correct, so we want to put out a correction. That operation was carried out by General Gola and General Nyi. General Gola, he being the former soldier where we work with General Aruke before he can leave. Now he be very responsible for most of the activity them for the defense forces them for inside Ginicom associated with the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces. Now he and General Nyi be carry out that operation and the video evidence them, put them on the scene. So we do want to make that correction and we do congratulate them for that wonderful job where they done do.
Yeah. Now La République this, you don't meet up them, they come when they come. So what this? So what this? So what they for route up there? Yeah. How should I go this? I go this. I don't take them. They go this. I'll take him.
The video footage it show a lifeless body of the Cameroon occupation terrorist force where they been neutralized. Two of them in number. The forces them for General Nyi and Gola. They harvest their weapons them. More grace and more bullets for Ambazonian forces for the great state of Boyo. La République du Cameroon, they don't finish indeed completely. The attack for inside Mbuni, it come just over a week since we received a letter from the palace of Mbuni for inside the where the palace it make a complaint about the activities of the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces, then list the excesses them way that they go on for the including extortion and seizing of bike and a lot of things them will be happen for Isamboni. The main complaint it will be as a result of a roadblock where General Aruke forces they be put on from Mbweni. they be talk say be excessive and it no be effective. And the population they be come out on Wednesday last week for open the roadblock. They will be met with beatings and some they use they will be tortured. A lot of people then for instance boining, they will run, they be enter from Ginicom, then come for pass to their house before the palace is sent with that message for intervene. We understand the same message was sent to General Ni as well for us to intervene in that situation. So in a public matter, we want to reassure the population for instance boining, say the matter will be handled and we need to resolve the issue in a positive manner. Now, in the middle of that chaos, with the colonial duo for inside Fundong, if we want to take advantage, is any army them, me then come for inside them boining, then come bomb house them for they be returned back before they meet up General Ni and General Gula, where they be wait them for they for ambush them. So now they neutralize the two La Republic to come around their military men. For inside their camp, the soldier then be very angry. They all turn their gun against the colonial duo because they send them for inside battlefield without enough time for planning. We congratulate the forces of General Ni and General Gola, and we also advise our forces for resolve all community issue them before it escalate, because now if you create that situation of insecurity before La Republic to come around their terrorist forces them, they try for exploit them. Security measures they no need for be excessive. For take ransom from people them is not supposed to be a means for raise fund, because it be counterproductive, as we see the many cases them across our territory. General Arake na picking for that land, made the people then trusty, and but make they no do protests during a wartime. Made the for need for inform we before they want carry out that protest, and I would call on them for sit down for resolve the issue amicably. Our office will continue to reach out for try to resolve this type of problems. For inside the great state of Bui, Ambazonian Defense Forces them they are open the road for Takija and Gonzen. For inside Nte, for we don't be blocked since 2017. It will then be partially reopened and it will be closed once more. Our transitional authority they then meet up with the population and they then reopen the road, and the road could pass properly. Measured for security, they could be continually be put there, but the road is not going to be closed anymore. That road could be open for people them and for traders them. While for inside the great state of Mezam, for the capital city of the Savannah state, the colonial governor, his office then released a message concerning the ban of CEMAC number plate. The colonial governor, his office, it talks say either notice and say driver them for inside Bamenda, they obey the laws of the Ambazonia, and they need to work again with CEMAC number plate increasingly. They use their chassis number plate. It threaten our people them for continue for use CEMAC and Cameroon number plate. We want to inform our people them, say we are the authority of our land, we are the legitimate authority, and make none of our people them they no put on CEMAC number plate, me then continue for enforce the ban. Independence means independence. Driver them must obey, and they must choose for obey the laws of the land, a legitimate law, not be that of a colonial governor who have no mandate in our territory, who is responsible for a genocidal war within Ambazonia land. Our forces yesterday they done take road patrol, they done remove some number plates from vehicles them. We call on all vehicles owner in across Ambazonia for no use Cameroon or CEMAC number plate. They need for use the chassis number plate for the interim until the Ambazonian government is set up and the people them could design their own number plates so they would use them. For the interim period, only chassis number plate them be allowed. We call on also the international NGOs, the United Nations, for use only their international number plates. No vehicle with Cameroon or CEMAC number plate will be allowed in Ambazonia during this period of war. We call on our people to uphold the 4 cardinal pillars of our liberation movement and for continue to resist La Republique du Cameroon in every shape and form. independence means independence. God bless you now.
This situation, there must be a graduation date. Am I telling lies? No. One side, when I enter Kaimo, for you and Tiran, we're more on for
Capo Daniel, signing off.
We rienmo, Ujamo, Fomok Faji, one lim yerenge, Emma Mendafen. Mawanya Sinasina. We are lim ye, you push no, Mike, push you.